creates all the problems for everyone, and I don't understand what's going on. But we're trying to keep her wrangled. Sometimes there's certain people we need to handcuff. And,
sometimes certain people have handcuffs.
No. That was a flashback. No.
Oh, would you like to share, Shay Shay?
No handcuffs.
Why?
No handcuffs.
What happened?
I am.
In my past, I have a bit of a past, and it's also something that will be incorporated into my broadcast, is I am a felon. No shade, guys. Yes. No, you are always a felon. That's one thing that you can't change. Just like you were always an alcoholic, you were an alcoholic from that point on.
Except after like 10 years or something,
then you can
get it expunged.
Yes, you can.
It doesn't happen automatically. You got to go through a process. You get it expunged, and then you're no longer a felon.
Absolutely.
Yay.
This is the type of information that I also will be sharing on to my Loyalty Radio. There's a lot of
It's called what now?
Loyalty Radio.
Loyalty Radio. And it airs when?
Saturdays at 3 p.m.
Saturdays at 3 p.m. Loyalty Radio.
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time. They can hear Shay Shay.
They can hear me all day.
The First Lady.
First Lady.
Okay.
Queen will be in the building.
All right.
You want some information. It's a transition going from prison back into society. A lot of doors will be closed to you, but there are also doors that will be open to you. Surround yourself with people that can give you that type of information, and I will be dedicating time to give you and get that information out to the community. You can get your rights back. You can get your gun license back. People think, oh, I'm a felon now. I can't get a job. I can't this. I can't that. Guess what? I'm on the radio. So there's not. Just find the people that are for you. There are people that are willing to help you.
That's right.
Get back to the place that it's not easy.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. It's something that you have to dedicate yourself to, because it would have been a whole lot easier for me to get out and go right back to what I was doing before. I'm good at it. But, however, I can never ever leave my children again. That was the worst experience of my life ever.
Wow.
So, to each his own. You do whatever it is that you want, but if you're a person that is dedicated to changing your life, I will be sending out some information that will be pertinent to you.
Absolutely.
That is awesome.
And that's one of the things that I discover is that people are not comfortable with changing their environment. You talk about, getting the people that will help you, people that will support you and give the information. Well, guess what? That is not back on that same block that you were picked up on, which means you've got to go somewhere different. But you can't go with a chip on your shoulder, because they the ones got me in this situation. They the ones that
The man this, the man that.
That was not them.
No, it really was yourself.
Right, but don't be afraid to change your environment and the people that you encompass yourself around. And you are not going to feel like you fit in, but that's the whole thing about being in a new environment. I've often heard, I've invited people to different things and stuff, and they was like, they don't want me there. First of all, nobody knows you.
Right.
Second of all, why would they not want you there? Are you coming to blow? Right. Are you coming to blow the place up? Like, what about you? What about you has determined that they don't want you there? How are you putting them into a category and giving them a title over you?
You've done the same thing
because of that gun that you have tattooed on your face. The gun. So when you show up with a gun tattooed on your face, people usually get a little frightened.
And as they should be.
The teardrops.
Now,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
One on your face, or are you coming in toting one? Because what I have learned in my working in my field and in ministry and in everything that I do, that I can't. If I'm going to speak to the homeless people, I'm not wearing red bottoms. I'm unrelatable. Like,
that's right.
I got on my gym shoes, I got on my jeans, I got on a sweatshirt.
Unless you're going to give them a pair.
I'm not going to give a pair. I will sell a pair and give them some money, because what's the point of walking around in some What's the point of walking around homeless and like, I ain't got no shoe? Shoe. Can I get a nice room for this shoe? You sell one shoe at a time trying to get a room. Right. But when you go to different places, then you have to become who they are. However, what I have discovered in ministry world is that the ones that people are actually stopping and listening to, they got on jeans. Their shirt's not tucked in, like they might have a blazer on, but they not Reverend Dr. Deacon Pastor Preacher tied up, bundled up, you know, and everything else, because again, now I have this image of who you are and who I am. There's a clear divide. There's a clear, you don't know my story. You don't know what I've been through. You can't relate. You can't understand. So when you come from a world of felony, you don't, it's easy to hang around with other felons because you're accepted there because they know your plight. They know what you've been through.
You look alike.
The struggle is real. Right.
Yeah.
You look alike. Your stories are like, however, they're still in that same huddle and they're not going anywhere. So don't be afraid to take your tattoo gun face with your 3 teardrops to the left and say, hey, this is a world that I've been in, but I'm trying to be like Sha Sha.
And use that as a testimony to change the lives of other people.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes when you go into environments where people don't look like you, it creates an opportunity for you to share. Because now everybody's like, okay, so what's this about? Let me tell you what this is about.
Absolutely.
And let me tell you where I've been from and where I'm going to. And this is how I changed my situation and my life. And now I'm going in this direction, although life had me going in that direction. And now it serves as inspiration and a testimony to other people because everybody got a past.
It does.
And a lot of people just haven't gotten caught. But if you got caught, you'd be in the same situation that I'm in, type of scenario. So it's wisdom to even listen to that because it could have been you.
Right. And that's when you use your past as a building block and not a crutch.
Absolutely.
You know, not a, well, I can't because, I won't because, and they won't let me because, they told me I couldn't because.
But see, I'm more of one of those people, if you tell me I can't, now I have to.
Right.
So that never works for me.
You can't give me $1 million.
You talking about...
Here again, my fingers goes up. I'm just gonna.
She just said you can't tell me what I can't do. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make it happen. Oh, you cannot give me $1 million.
No, I cannot give you $1 million, but I can borrow $1 million from you and hand you back your check.
Right. Just write it out. I give it right back. I won't even care. Matter of fact, write it out in your own name.
Matter of fact, right.
Write it out in your own name.
We gonna work this out. That's right.
It is.
Nice.
But these same people can make a difference in your community. I know I have inspired some people that I know that have already been through to change their lives. I'm constantly in contact with people that I know personally that are coming out, still in, and what have you, and letting them know that there is other opportunities out here. And I hope that someone sees me here today and just wants to do something else different.
Right.
Pick up my phone. Loyalty management email is not just for that. If you need to talk, call me. I don't mind. I'm a very easy person to talk to, so sometimes you need that. When it was so many doors closed, I'm trying to tell you, when I first came home, I have never, my first job when I was in school, I worked for a credit union. I was a loan officer, okay? Wow. I've always been in the office. I flipped a burger when I got home. But I have no pride, so that goes all the way out the door. I have children to feed.
That's right. You got to do what you got to do.
The whole biz was I did not want to go back to prison. I miss all the money and being able to just, run through the mall and do whatever it is that I want to do. But guess what? I miss my baby being snaggletooth. I miss, like, those things were important to me. I have
the whole bobblehead syndrome that all babies go through, where the head is bigger than the rest of the body, and you're trying to wait for it to catch up.
But missing those things, I have friends that have done decades.
Wow.
Some that are doing life that may never even see the streets again. And so I got a second chance, and I would be a fool not to take it. I would be a fool not to take advantage of that, in all honesty. I mean, you'd just be crazy, What do they say the definition of crazy is?
Doing the same thing over and over again and expect different results.
Different results.
That's right.
Sorry, it does not happen.
It starts with changing our mindset, renewing of our mind, recognizing and understanding that it's no longer about us, but it's about the people that look to us, because although we do the time, but guess what? Other people get hurt in the process.
Because other people doing time with you.
Right. Exactly. So we have to recognize that it's no longer about us, but we live for other people. We live to help other people. We live to help other people have a better life. So when we make certain decisions, it's no longer about me, myself, and I. It's about what will these decisions have an effect on these other people that are looking to me for leadership, for guidance, for love, for support, for resources. So we just can't do anything that we choose to do because we feel like doing it. I'm my own person. I do what I want to do when I want to do, how I want to do. But if it has an effect on other people, you have to have a mind's eye with respect to them.
Truly.
Because it's bigger than just us. So renewing of the mind is critical. Changing our environment and the people we hang out with is critical, because you're not going to go anywhere if you hang out with the same people. If you want to become a millionaire, you got to hang out with millionaires. Right. If you want to be successful in a particular area, you got to hang out with people that are already successful in those areas. That's where mentoring comes in. That's where there's safety in a multitude of counsel, because you're surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals that are going and are where it is that you're looking to go to. And if we can embrace those concepts, then we too will be successful in whatever it is that we do.
Absolutely.
Family, don't go anywhere. You are tuned in to the Profit and Growth Hour here on WDRB Media,
the voice of the community.
Sorry.
Yeah, damn, that broke over there.
Right, and the levees.